Okay, guys, I'm still in the same place. I'm just kind of in a holding pattern here because all the decent red thunderstorms, as you can see on the radar, are going west of Key West, and what's coming at me from the south is probably the best bet. Those popcorn, see the red showers right in here, just south of my GPS location, is coming right at me. Those would be the best shots at seeing a water spout. So I might have to go a little bit south. And by the way, I hooked up the instruments. They're operating. I've had a high gust of 31. Of course, there's no rain over us, so that's just ocean breeze. And again, Fred has a pressure of 1013. They couldn't even close off the system, so they stopped the advisories to see if it regenerates. But here is the barometer, and we're at 1017, which is pretty pathetic. I mean, I wouldn't even be doing anything like this. I'm just playing with the equipment here, see what works, what doesn't. And it's giving me fits because I don't know if you guys saw the last video I did where I was standing out in front of the truck, and in order to do that, you have to use the iPad as the main device, and the camera in the truck is the iPhone. So when I'm doing it like I'm doing it now, it's reversed. The phone has to become the broadcaster and the iPad becomes the image viewer. So I have to stop the broadcast every time I have to switch back and forth. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. But it's really cool if it can work together. If there's a water spout, it would really be cool to be able to film it with that iPad standing out there in front of it. So get back to that radar again. I mean, right where I'm sitting might be good enough. I might not have to go any further south. In fact, all of the activity today has been in the central and northern Keys. Very little of it in Key West. So, it's kind of in a holding pattern here. By the way, there was a little activity on the scanner here a minute ago. Again, I'm in Isla Morada, Jim Williams. Here we go. See, that shower there coming in off the ocean's, you know, okay, but it's not, it's mainly greens and yellows. It's just not enough to produce a water spout. Just had a gust of 34. By the way, the Hurricane Monument. By the way, the Hurricane Monument is located about 2 miles north of where I'm sitting, and the fire station is right behind me with the tropical storm warning flag, which is no longer required. I guess I'm not going to be able to see any comments because I know people are commenting and I just can't see it, so there's really no option on here for that.
Kilo 160.
Kilo 160.
25 mile marker, Center Street. Vehicle hit the mailbox. No suspect information. Time delay just occurred.
Okay, a vehicle just hit a mailbox. I'm sure that's unrelated to Tropical Storm Fred.
Live 23, I'm on duty.
I don't get.
Waiting for all that yellow and orange to my south to come in here. Might have to adjust a little bit further south. Those are the perfect kind of storms for generating water spouts. So let me go ahead and head a little further south. Actually, I can just turn around back here. Let me do that.
Community contact circle J92. Hold on. 6211 out with 6114. Hold on.
Two 14, both in service. In car.
Hold on. Boat ran. Coming en route or what?
En route.
Hold on.
All right, we're heading down towards Layton Key now. I'm in southern Isle Morada. Very little rain measured here.
miles per hour. A motion toward the west-northwest with a gradual decrease in forward speed is expected during the next several days. On the forecast track, the center of grace is expected to move over the Leeward Islands tonight, over the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico on Sunday, over the Dominican Republic on Monday, and then between the southeastern Bahamas and Cuba on Tuesday. Maximum sustained winds are near 45 miles per hour with higher gusts. Some strengthening is forecast during the next day or so. Grace is likely to weaken while it moves near and across the greater Antilles Sunday night through Monday night. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 35 miles from the center. The estimated minimum central pressure is 1,005 millibars, 29.68 inches of mercury. On the forecast track, the center of grace is expected to move over the Leeward Islands tonight, over the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico on Sunday, over the Dominican Republic on Monday, and then between the southeastern Bahamas and Cuba on Tuesday. Maximum sustained winds are near 45 miles an hour with higher gusts. Some strengthening is forecast during the next day or so. Grace is likely to weaken while it moves near and across the greater Antilles Sunday night through Monday night. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 35 miles from the center. The estimated minimum central pressure is 1,005 millibars, 29.68 inches of mercury. Repeating the 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time information for Tropical Storm Grace. Latitude 16.2 north, longitude 57.9 west. Maximum sustained winds, 45 miles an hour. Present movement, west at 23 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure, 1,005 millibars or 29.68 inches. The next advisory will be issued at 5 o'clock p.m. A tropical storm warning has been canceled for the following area. In Florida, Monroe, Leeward Keys. You are listening to NOAA's all-hazard weather radio station WWG-60, the voice of the National Weather Service in Key West, Florida, broadcasting from an antenna located on T-Table Key, on a frequency of 162.45 MHz, with broadcasts available on Marine VHF Channel 5. These are the 11 a.m. observations around the Florida Keys. At Marathon Airport, skies were partly sunny, temperature 83, wind southeast 18 miles an hour gusting to 35, and the pressure 30.02 inches and steady. At Key West, skies were mostly sunny, temperature 85, wind southeast 21 miles an hour gusting to 31. At Naval Air Station Key West on Boca Chica Key, the wind was southeast 22 miles an hour gusting to 29. At Homestead, partly sunny, temperature 84, wind southeast 12 miles an hour gusting to 24. At West Kendall, partly sunny, temperature 86, wind southeast 20 miles an hour gusting to 29. At Miami, cloudy, temperature 86, wind east 17 miles an hour gusting to 29. These are the 11 a.m. marine reports. At Smith Shoal Light, wind southeast 20 knots. Sand Key Light, wind southeast 26 knots gusting to 29. Sombrero Key Light, wind southeast 25 knots gusting to 30. At Alligator Reef, wind southeast 24 knots. At Carries Fort Reef, wind southeast 32 knots. Fowey Rocks, wind southeast 23 knots gusting to 25. At the buoy 75 nautical miles northwest of Dry Tortugas Light, seas were 6 feet with a period of 6 seconds. At the buoy south of Satan Shoal, 7 nautical miles west-southwest of Sam Key Light, seas were 6 feet with a dominant period of 7 seconds. National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated numerous showers and isolated thunderstorms in the nearshore and offshore waters of the Florida Keys. These showers and storms will have a potential for wind gusts of 35 to 40 knots. Mariners should prepare for high winds up to 40 knots in any showers or thunderstorms this morning, along with locally rough and confused seas, occasional lightning strikes, and potentially blinding downpours. Get to a safe port as quickly and as safely as possible. When downpours reduce visibility, slow down. Flood watch remains in effect through Sunday morning. The flood watch continues for a portion of Florida, including the following areas: Middle Keys in Monroe County, Upper Keys in Monroe County, and Lower Keys in Monroe County. Through late tonight, between 0.5 and 1.5 inches have already fallen across the Florida Keys in the past 24 hours, and an additional 3 to 5 inches, with locally higher amounts possible. Potential flooding from heavy rainfall enhanced during high tide. You should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. Tropical storm warning discontinued. New information. Changes to watches and warnings. All watches and warnings have been canceled. Current watches and warnings. Non-storm information. About 130 miles southwest of Key West, Florida, or about 170 miles southwest of Marathon, Florida, or about 210 miles southwest of Key Largo, Florida. 23.3 N, 83.2 W. Storm intensity 35 miles per hour. Movement west-northwest or 300 degrees at 12 miles per hour. Situation overview. The remnants of Frederick will continue to track northwestward through our western waters this afternoon and into the Gulf of Mexico this evening. While Frederick is now a remnant low, deep tropical moisture will continue to contribute to round of fast-moving squalls with a chance for thunderstorms. These squalls will be capable of producing wind gusts near 40 miles per hour and a few lightning strikes. Conditions will gradually improve over the next 24 hours. Additional rainfall of 3 to 5 inches will be possible, and may cause rainwater flooding of secondary roadways and poor drainage areas. A flood watch remains in effect for all Florida Keys through early Sunday morning. Heavy rainfall will be exacerbated during the times of high tide. At this time, there is little, if any, potential for coastal flooding. However, significant wave overwash along south-facing shorelines will be possible, especially near the times of high tide. Next update. This will be the last local statement issued by the National Weather Service in Key West for Fred.
All right, I'm in Layton Key, heading south. Keeping an eye on this this batch of really strong thunderstorms coming in from the south. I'm hoping to get a water spout out of these. They're going to be here in about probably an hour, maybe. Trying to just get in position, get out in front of them, maybe go to Duck Key. It looks like that's probably where this is all going to go down. One thing I noticed about this truck that I don't like is when you get in and out of it, the lock mechanism is so close to the handle that you can actually accidentally lock the door when you're getting out. It's kind of scary, so I think I'm going to do a workaround for that. Last thing you want to do is be locked out of your vehicle far from home.
That's helpful.
I'm monitoring the scanner, local fire, police. Right now I'm just kind of trying to scan out for some good views. South, the sun is out. Beautiful day out here right now, but once those storms come in, it's going to change rapidly, and I want to be in just the right position to capture it. There's a mobile home park right here. That would be, for hurricane purposes, that would be interesting. Layton Key, I'll have to keep that in mind. See this bridge I'm going over right now? When hurricanes threaten these areas in the Keys, everybody parks on these bridges. So It's kind of hard to monitor it on top of the bridges because everybody's parked on them. You can't park in the middle of the drive, and obviously can't park in the street. Elevation is everything in the Keys. It's hit and miss. Heading toward Duck Key. It's just north of Marathon. Again, if you're commenting, unfortunately I can't see the comments because the program I'm using, it's not coming up. I can do it when I'm in the office doing a show. I can see the comments, but I can't see it on this for some inexplicable reason. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Sorry if the camera's shaking a lot too. These bridges aren't very kind to the smooth ride. Once these batch of thunderstorms get through, I'm probably going to head back, but because that's going to be my last shot at really getting anything significant. Of course, anything's possible when the sun sets, but
Location.
Alright, we're approaching Duck Key.
Lieutenant, copy the fishbowl at 12:16. $5213. I'll be switching zones with 4113, and he will be en route to 74th Street. Copy at 12:16.
This is Conch Key. I'm sorry, Conch Key.
That's 12:17.
Trying to get an east-facing view. It's hard to find in the Keys, believe it or not. So many buildings and not many beaches. I think these water spouts are going to come, if there's any, they're going to come in right around here. The late Jim Leonard, storm chaser, he was a master at finding those water spouts. Like a needle in a haystack.
India Alpha Echo, X-ray 83, IAE, X-ray 3, White Tundra, clearing their drive.
These are some of the areas that got hit really hard by Hurricane Irma in 2017. Came through here from the south. Category 3, almost Category 4.
Accident with injuries, Sunshine Boulevard at the 90.5.
Go for 21.
21 and Zodiac at the back of an accident with injuries, Sunshine Boulevard in the 90.5 mile marker. The vehicle versus a bicycle, Toyota Tacoma. The bicyclist is sitting up at this time and is bleeding from his leg. After the exploding.
Alright, we're in Duck Key. Apparently somebody just hit somebody on a bicycle.
roadblock.
Let me see if I can get a view in here somewhere. Hope this isn't gated.
Negative roadblock. En route, 1219.
13.
Copy, 1219.
I'll bet you it's gated in here.
Copy, 1219.
No, maybe not. Yeah, I've been in here before. Yeah, I think there's a neat little marina in here if I recall. Yeah, right here. Let's just sit here for a minute. All right, let me show you the radar.
Copy, 1220.
All right, what happened to it?
En route, 1220.
It says it's showing. This program's been giving me fits all day long.
Launch order. Focus on drive.
At 1220.
All right. All right, you can see my position at Duck Key and
1123 launch order. Veterans Park.
At 1221.
it's an interesting little swirl. Notice it just to my north. But that's not anything. There's no rotation or anything. It's just probably a mid-level circulation. And we have all that convection to the south coming in. And those popcorn red thunderstorms are where you're going to get water spouts. But this is kind of the wrong place to be because there's too many buildings in the way and whatnot. You want a coastal shot because they usually dissipate when they come on land. So I'm going to try to go a little further south and try to find a better position. By the way, I went into a convenience store, which was rather inconvenient, up near Alamorada, and there were like 3 people in there coughing their heads off inside there. I just went in there to grab a Gatorade. I thought I was risking my life. Not covering their mouths. We're in the middle of a pandemic, people. At least have the decency to cover your mouth if you're not going to wear a mask. Yeah, just trying to get some kind of scenic views here of the eastern. This might be a chance. Let me try this. Yeah. Look at there's instruments right here. Look at this. It's like Davis Instruments. Don't look like they have an anemometer hooked up though. What happened to it? Oh well. It's still not really an ocean view. I mean, if a water spout comes in over that landmass, it's going to dissipate. I got to get to where there's open water. So let me just check my position here. I'm still in Duck Key. And all that really heavy convection still coming up from the south. This would be a great area to sit actually in a hurricane, a major, because it's so elevated here. I hope that guy on the bike is all right.
Another unit for traffic.
60 to 11,
Yeah, there's, now see, that's a good shot right there. It's on the other side, so I got to get over there. All right, let me get in here.
Correct, 21, that is the right for arrival. Stand by for further.
Copy 1226.
Yeah, not as good of a shot as I thought. Looks like an inlet or something right here.
Tango 10 negative on FHP. One's busy, the other's 27.
Is the Charlie Stein Arc available?
Yeah, that's a current radar. Looking for these oranges and the reds. That's where you're going to get a chance at this. Might have to go a little further south. The way that the trajectory of that group of thunderstorms.
Charleston North.
Open arc.
Are you available for a flight? Reference to an accident with injuries as a 90.5, 90.
Stand by for web check.
Copy.
Kind of pressure's kind of useless at this point, but I mean, we're at 1017. It's not going to drop because Fred is kind of dissipated down in western Cuba. I could see that yesterday. I posted on Facebook. This thing is toast. I even posted a GIF of a cat beating the crap out of another cat. You know, just to kind of send the message that's what's happening to this thing. It's toast, but it could regenerate. You know, I don't know how, but I mean it's possible.
Gun search.
That's 1229. 6112, goodbye.
Central.
Go ahead.
Some third representative be unable to take this flight to the weather.
Copy that.
I have a little vehicle.
Thomas North unavailable.
Sunny on call. You can get. We're going to go to Mariners.
Office number 3581 3581.
3581, copy. Priority 2 trauma. Let me see if you can handle.
30.
20 copy.
I don't know, you guys. What do you think? Should I head further south? I mean, a lot of that convection looks like it's going to come in south of me.
Priority 2 trauma, and they're talking to Trauma Star. They're unable to fly, reference weather.
Okay, we're going to get a
I may
trauma.
have blocked on you. They're advising unable to fly, reference weather.
Right, I'm listening to emergency scanner, and somebody got hit on a bicycle. They're trying to get the air helicopter in there to evacuate them, and because of weather concerns with this, probably this mess of rain that's coming in right now, they can't do it. Interesting.
Montreal, copy the 2.
Good.
1657, Quebec Bravo. 1657 QB. Just listening for the bicycle.
Copy 1231.
Delta 453-936-553010.
So far.
Zero 491-2280.
Copy some.
Oh man, this thing is giving me fits.
Copy 1233.
Show me out with 5213.
Out with 5213 at 1233.
All right, folks, I'm going to head a little bit further south. Imagine getting a water spout shot right in front of where I'm sitting right now. With that contrast off the water would be beautiful. But you can't, I mean, yeah, we'll see where these storms come in.
Friday only clear, and Adler Martin Diaz is valid Class A Alpha CDL clear.
Starting to head in the direction of Marathon now. Another mobile home park. Wait a minute, that might be an excellent view back there. Let me go back. Sometimes you can find a diamond in the rough in one of these little side roads. Little mobile home park right on the ocean here.
Jersey Golf, Yankee, JCS74, HGY, J74, it's going to be a red Suzuki pickup truck, 29
At the 29 and 1237.
How you doing? I'm just coming in to get a view. Just look at the water.
It's private property.
All right. What a dick. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You can't come in here. It's a crappy view anyways.
Eleven 12, copy a Grand Theft phone call.
Probably took a beating on my instruments. Yeah, go fuck yourself, asshole. It's the kind of shit you run into on these chases, man. People are like, oh, they're all protective. Like, well, I'm just coming to look at the ocean, man. I'm not coming to steal any of your shit. Beat it.
401-696-5433. His name is Mark Kahn.
My anemometer took a beating on that tree back there. Oh. Still can't believe that guy back there. Yeah, a branch hit that anemometer and knocked it off its holster. It was hanging on the side of the truck. It's magnets, so it was like hanging on the side of the truck on one of the utility doors. It was like 10 feet above the truck. Lots of good views around here, but it's all private property. If I don't get a water spout out of this, it's going to be disappointing. And all these are private homes on the left. It's almost impossible to get in there. Yes, I'm here to steal your toaster.
Western 1 going to be well Commander Boston 1 Station Emergent. Engines under 1 second service.
Transporting 1221.
Funny thing, when in the aftermath of Irma, I was down here, and because of the truck, maybe I should have had the yellow lights on back there. I forgot to turn them on. Maybe he would have just thought I was the city and left me alone. But in Irma, I did that, and I was able to get by police checkpoints. I mean, they were letting me in all these different neighborhoods. I was just surveying damage, but they just assume it was city work, and that's it. They don't mess with you. This guy, well, of course, again, I forgot to turn the yellow lights on, but, I mean, dude needs to chill out. Maybe they've had boats stolen out of there, who knows. Low battery on the iPad. I'm gonna start plugging shit in.
Left 23 Delta.
That's 144.
Get in a marathon, there's not very many good views here either. At least not for water spouts. going to have to find a bridge or something to monitor these storms as they come in. That's got to have a good view in there.
Keep that up.
1046.
I think I've been down this street before. Yep, I remember being in here during Ada.
Medical emergency, 40 road is 30. Station 13, medical emergency, 3915 Gordon Road, 3915. 64 years of age, male, advised his legs are swollen, possible blood clot. He is conscious and breathing, advised his legs are turning purple.
That don't sound good.
13 copy OC, please.
When your legs are turning purple, that's not a good sign.
3582, 3582.
P-Papa, Romeo P-Papa, 267 PRP, Rival Sagan SV, update 27.
Man, it's a dead end. Damn. There was a really good view of the ocean and I can't get to it. That's frustrating.
You're fine.
Let me get by. That's not going to happen.
And the department requires no lights for driving.
Copy.
Oh, boy. Let me plug this thing in while I'm sitting here. Okay, is that current? That is current.
Route 54.
At 1250.
902. Can you go and follow this?
Phone number is 910-443-5902. Again, 910-443-5902. And it's going to be an Elsa Ramirez.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think there's an airport up here that's got a decent view. Yeah. Let me drive down this street. Yeah, I remember coming down all these streets in Ada. It's all private property. It's really hard to... You see, this is the perfect angle right here. This is about as good of an open shot as you're going to get of the Atlantic. So let me see. I mean, again, there's my position. I mean, it looks like it's heading right toward me. Put my yellow flashing light on it so he comes in there. What are you doing in here? I'm here to steal rocks and boulders and palm trees.
1253.
It's insanity. Hey, get your hand off those coconuts.
That's 13 Charlie, Florida Station 13.
Good.
India Yankee X-ray Uniform 72, IYXC 70 Black GMC Yukon Station 13, code 4.
No.
That way.
Tell me my aunt. Oh, there it goes.
Copy, 1254.
I'll be live from 29.
1254.
I guess I'm doing first.
Thing about this storm, though, it's kind of, I mean, it's holding its own, but looks like it's got a little hook on it, too. Come to Papa. I mean, I'm aiming right at it.
123 Tango 17, you can disregard. Good 6.
You can see it. You can see that storm right out there, too.
You right?
Now, as this gets closer, I will get out there and try to zoom in even further. Attack up,
Tango 650 990 89262
attack up the killer antennas. Now, I would not sit here in a hurricane. This would be underwater. Poor little palm tree all by himself.
Another one.
Or herself. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't. Storm looks like it's slightly weakening. Not good. Looks like there's some rotation on it, though. I don't know if you guys get that commercial up in maybe North Florida or in the Southeast or Mid-Atlantic or whatever. I don't know if you have Pollo Tropical up that way. But you know the commercial where the guy's dangling that pool net thing to catch the mango and the stick breaks? That's hilarious. That's kind of like me dangling, like waiting for this storm to come in. Like, don't! And it's going to break up right when it's ready to come in.
Oh, 6112 in service at 1259.
All right, I'm in Marathon, just north of Marathon, actually. I'm not quite in the city, the downtown area.
At 1259.
We've already had somebody get hit on a bicycle and airlifted out, and some woman just had her legs blown up, turning purple, and they had to rush her to the hospital. Unrelated to Fred. But then again, you know, the way these things go, they might actually classify that as a Fred casualty. So far, since I reset the anemometer after that tree took it out, high gust 30 miles an hour, 30.4. And we have our storm moving in now. It'll get interesting to see what it reads once the storm gets over me. And man, would I love to see a water spout, but it's weakening. You clearly see the radar signature is weakening slightly. You know, funny story, yesterday when I was trying to test out some of this stuff, I wasn't even paying attention to my fuel in the truck. I mean, I thought it was the seatbelt light going off because I hate those things. Bing, 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 bing. And it was trying to tell me you're about to run out of gas, jackass. You better get to the... And sure enough, the truck ran out of gas. So I had to walk home, You know, I didn't have a gas can on me. I only take those with for intercepts. And I had to walk back with the gas can. I used my wife's car, got it back. But they have these cans now where there's this safety feature on them where you have to push a button and you tilt the can and it allows the gas to flow into the tank. Problem is they make this small little stem. It's only about a foot long to reach. And on a truck like this, it doesn't work because the gas area where you put the gas in, the cap stem is kind of inside the truck, so it doesn't reach. And you're sitting here holding the can upside down, trying to hold this button to get gas out of the can, and it's like spilling all over the front of you. It's just a disaster. Whoever came up with those
21 Central, 21 Snack and Service Mariners.
Whoever came up with those safety features on the gas cans needs to be bitch slapped, seriously. All right, you can see our storm coming in.
There we go.
And we have a nice pelican in front of us. This is the kind of place you want to be if you want to catch a water spout. There's no obstructions, open ocean. And they spin up over the open water, and then generally when they hit land, they dissipate. Not always. I remember when I was a kid fishing on Anglin's Fishing Pier in Fort Lauderdale, there was a water spout that just came right up next to the fishing pier. I mean, it was that close you could have thrown a rock at it. It sounded like a waterfall. It was beautiful. It was probably maybe 50 yards wide.